we ended up back on our raft at the end of the last episode. So before we set out again, I'm gonna do a couple of things. Nothing too intensive. I'm not gonna like remodel my raft or anything. I'm going to research because I want to know just how many bees we need for a bee box. I'm not gonna build it until we get on sailing because we have things to do here first. 15. Okay, so I need 6 more. I don't know why I said 7. While we're here, I can also empty my inventory a little. Hi, shark. Alright, let's set out again. Actually, I should probably eat first. There we go. So currently, we only need one more relay tower. We got the other 2 in the last episode, just kind of by accident, by wandering around enough. But in order to reach the 3rd, we need wild berries. Now we could kill Mama Bear. There's even an achievement for killing Mama Bear, and Mama Bear is killable. But as I believe I said last episode, Mama Bear has like 1,000 health, and you need to hit her like 80 times with a spear. So it's a little out of the realm of plausibility for us. She also, I believe, two-shots you, and I don't have any armor, so that's gonna be like an actual 2-shot. I could probably do it if I prepared enough, but honestly, that would just take a really long time. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, double wild berries. Neat. How many do we have? 4. Okay, so we need 1 more. Glad I came up here. It's specifically the green bushes that have the wild berries on them. There's a whole lot of orange bushes that aren't as important. There's probably not going to be enough bees on this island, because I don't think there are any other bees than that one place that we've already been through. Here's a wild berry bush. Okay, that didn't take very long at all. I thought we'd be wandering around for a few minutes, but we found them real quick. Okay. To Mama Bear! And we are not going to fight her because that would take too long. And it would frankly take more spears than I currently feel like crafting. I think someone calculated it out. It takes like 20 spears. That is a normal bear. I do not want to make them angry, because then they'll chase me forever. That's another thing. The bears chase you literally forever until you like leave the island. You can't get rid of them. You can't lose them like you can with the lurkers, because the lurkers are much slower. Okay, so what we do, that's Mama Bear there, by the way, and very big. So we just use the wild berries here, and Mama Bear goes to eat them, and we loop around the tree so that Mama Bear does not care about us. And we go into the cave. We grab our blueprint, and we gotta hold to pick up this crate, so you can't just like slip past her and yoink it like I did with the saw in the last episode. Then we gotta leave quick before Mama Bear comes back. Get out of her aggro range before she murders us. Okay. Okay, yeah. So what that did was it gave us the machete blueprint, but also gave us a machete and another assortment of metal junk. But more importantly, it gave us a machete which will allow us to reach relay station. I believe it's 4. It's definitely not the one that's also by the ranger station. Although if I find one more tool, I can go back there and actually find the thing behind the board that I couldn't get. the first time because I didn't have all the tools. Because we got the axe in... Or, no, we didn't get... We got the saw and the hammer, I think, in the last episode. Again, just by randomly wandering around. One of them was right there. There's a bear over there, so I'm going to give this part a wide berth. Because I really just don't feel like fighting any more bears. Yeah, there was a saw in that locker, and I think there was like a hammer up by one of the relay stations. So, we are going up. Now we go this way. We went the other way last time when we were being chased by the bear. That's the way to the drawbridge. So, yeah. So the reason we needed this machete was because the entrance to the cave that we need to go through is covered by vines. And apparently these are the sturdiest vines ever because we can't just like brush them out of the way. I guess they're very brittle. We just need to hit it with the machete like 3 times. And we get a path. And this one I think we can just slip around. Nah. Hitbox is deceptively large.
Papa made his mind up a long time ago. He's going after Auntie. Miranda is following, as always.
That was a weird note.
I haven't seen Errol all night. I asked Miranda, but she and Henry...
Why is this one so
won't tell me
quiet?
anything. Oh, they're hiding something. Did they figure out there's only space for 2 of them on the boat? I've decided. I leave the triplets in charge of the remaining relay stations. Bobby will take care of the bears. Yes, it's for the best. So many memories of this place. We'll find you, sis. I promise.
Also, there's a guy here.
Buddy! Yeah, could you be an angel and help me out a bit? I'd owe you big time. Oh, man. I would have been a goner without you. Tip for future me. Bears are not cuddly. Say, you wouldn't be a rafter, would you? If you need some muscle on board, look no further. All right, yeah. Leave the heavy lifting to me.
That's another one of the playable characters. Bam. Okay. That's the 3rd relay station, 5805. We got our fuel tank blueprint. And we could go back to the house or all the way over to the ranger station. Tell you what, I don't know how to get back to my raft from here, but I do know how to get to the ranger station from here. And I know how to get back to my raft from the ranger station. So, in the interests of actually getting back to my raft without using the unstuck feature again, I'm gonna go to the ranger station, and I'm gonna do the thing there, and then I'm gonna head back to the raft. Convenient. Also, these piles of dirt, they're actually dirt. Like, you can get dirt from them. It's just actual dirt. There's no other... It's not like buried treasure or anything. It's just... Literally, it's just dirt. And you use the dirt to make, like, grass planting places. You need a shovel to collect it, though, because you apparently can't just scoop up a handful of dirt. I mean, I guess a handful's worth of dirt wouldn't be very much. This is not a survivable fall. Why am I going down here? Okay, so I have to go through a bear. But I think if I jump over the toxic waste pool, the bear won't be able to follow me. Oh, well, one of them saw me. There's the other. The other one looks like gave up, though. I can dodge a bear. Bears are not too hard to dodge. Every time you hear them start to jump, you just strafe. And this is the part where he can't follow me. Oh! He very much can follow me through the toxic waste pool. I guess I'm killing him then. Okay. And here I thought the pool of toxic waste would stop a bear. The toxic waste that damages you and kills you very quickly when you fall into it would stop a bear. But no. Also, there's a very easy to see glowing things in here. Oh, it's all food. Yay. What note is that? Oh, it's just a picture. It's literally just for island completion. It doesn't even give you any lore. But whatever. Now we can finally set sail and leave this story island behind. Up next is Caravan Island. I'm pretty sure it's Caravan Island next, which is where we start getting titanium. And it's also where we get the battery recharger. So a bunch of cool stuff happens on Caravan Island. But before we get there, we need to make our biofuel stuff. Okay, which way is the wind blowing? Where's my streamer? Oh, the streamer's up here by the relay, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so pretty much directly into the island. Gonna put the wheel there. Because I want to put the receiver, or the radio, here. So I can see the radio from the wheel. And apparently the antennae are still in the proper places. Which is weird, because I thought they had to be farther away than this, but... I'm just going to move this over here. Yeah, it still works. Alright. And the sail can go here. Now we can spin all the way around. Where's the streamer? Did I pick it up? Yeah, I picked it up. Okay. Ah, shoot, I'm bumping into the island. Biofuel refiner. Okay. What we want is to put this, like, right here. And now we need a fuel tank. 2 bolts, more planks, and more plastic. But the pipe is just some scrap, right? And now ideally the tank would go like here. And then eventually we get a biofuel refiner that hooks up to this. Hooks up to the pipe system, I mean. So we'll leave that there. All the heads go in there. Put the bees in there too. And this chest can just go bye-bye then. Like, I don't even need it anymore. That leaves these chests. Ugh. Moving them is gonna be a pain. Because they're chock full of resources. I'm just gonna need to have my replacement chests set up and just transfer all the resources into them first. So that's gonna be a time for later. For now, though, I'm going to keep using them as my resource dumps. Yeah, okay, we have to put it here, which means... we have to put the fuel tank here because it has to snap to the raft tiles. So we need to do that. Now we can start making biofuel if we wanted. Actually, we could make a few bits, because it's just bee jars for the beehive. Oh, don't we need like a ton of glass to make honey, though? Yeah, so now from now on, glass also goes in this chest. Honey, 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 honey. Do I not have the... Oh, I did. You know, I didn't research the honeycombs. That would probably do it. I wish it would tell you what menu it was in. We can make one craft of honey, which is 2 biofuel because it's 1 to 1. Now normally you're supposed to use the honey here, and it's 1 honey maximum in there. Now normally you're supposed to fill up this part, this big part here, with raw food, and it's supposed to fill up real slowly, like the garbage masher. But if we just use a shark head, bam, it's like halfway full, I think. Either way, it's 1 head to 1 fuel. So, yeah. I'm going to want to start saving these potatoes and beets now, I think. I've got beets already stored. This is going to slowly make biofuel, and it's going to fuel up our engines. But I'm not going to use it until we have a full self-sustaining automated production. And we aren't going to get that until we get the bee boxes. Ooh, lag. Okay, there's a big island off to our right. Vine goo. I have 4 vine goo, don't I? Yeah, I can make it right now. Bing. Alright, now we're going to put this here. Now, where's that shark dinner recipe? Yeah. That's one of the better recipes. I'm going to just hang up all the recipes here so they aren't taking up space in my chest. Not the drink recipes. They don't really do anything good on this board. See, if I had silver algae, which is sold at the shop at tier 2, then I could make shark dinner. A ton of shark dinner, because I grabbed some mushrooms from the island. And we could make, they're in my food chest. Why am I checking there? 9 helpings of shark dinner if we had enough shark meat. Gonna research that, and that gives us the recipe for binoculars and the oxygen bottle. The oxygen bottle is gonna be important later, but that's really just to get the research out of the way. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so apparently that's weird, because apparently like last episode we were on the Balboa frequency and we found an island that was just like a normal island. So apparently Balboa islands only start spawning on the Balboa frequency once you clear Balboa, which is confusing. Are there not reefs at these islands? I mean, there's some general junk along the shoreline, but... Oh, more bees. Owie. I do want a bunch of spare bees, just in case I, like, decide to have a second bee box at some point. Because one might not be enough, I don't remember. It depends on how much I use the engine. Yeah, there are no reefs at this island, so there's no copper here. That's dumb. I can buy copper at the trading post, though, can't I? That might be my saving grace. Ah, we have just enough bait to reach tier 2. We need 10 bait to reach tier 2. Okay, so I need to fish. More fishing. Hooray. This is obviously the most compelling thing in the game to watch for you guys. I kind of actually need to use the bait. So I'm just gonna like pause here for a moment, and I will come back when I'm all done fishing. Okay, I had to plunder the battery off the receiver because we needed 2 more trash cubes. That is the hammer. But we got what we need for that copper. Because we need 2 trash cubes to actually buy the copper. I gotta buy the copper because we need it. Beehive. Plastic clay? I need 4 clay? I don't have 4. Oh, I do have 4 clay. Never mind. I need 2 hinges. I need bee jars. I only grabbed 3 clay because I'm stupid. And I need more plastic. Bam. Beehive. I can't place it in the dark, so we're gonna sleep. Sleepies. And now we are in the morning. Our copper's done. And I want to put the beehive, like, here. And we'll be doing stuff with that in a moment, but first, we need more plastic for a battery. We're actually starting to burn through our massive surplus of plastic. Imagine that. Okay. Stones are just not worth it to put in there. Alright, I managed to squeeze out 7 trash cubes, but the battery is basically dead and we don't want to have any more resources I'm willing to toss away to make more. So, we are basically stuck with 7, which is just about enough for what we need. I'm happy I managed to eke out that much. I could maybe kill the bear and get like 1 more trash cube's worth of leather out of him, because leather's pretty valuable in the compactor, but honestly, 1 trash cube isn't really going to get us anything useful. We're probably just going to not worry about hitting tier 3, because really the only useful things in tier 3 are the titanium ore, which we don't need yet, and the canteen blueprint, which we need titanium for. And, you know, we can't really get there yet. But we're gonna hold off on that. We're not gonna spend these on bait. We are going to get the advanced small crop plot, and then we're gonna buy some silver algae. Alright. And that's going to be everything we need from this island. Now, we do need to visit small islands for clay. Because we have some clay, but we're going to need more, and we're going to also want to get more copper just in the future. So we have 5 clay, and we need that clay to make bowls. 8 bowls. That's a fair amount, but it's not going to be enough. I honestly just want an excuse to kill the shark. But as for the beets and potatoes, I'm going to put those in the biofuel chest. Even though we technically aren't going to put them in the biofuel refinery yet. So first order of business, we have to actually learn the recipe in the research table. And unlike like the advanced collection nets, which require they require titanium, these advanced crop plots aren't too resource intensive. As you can see, we really don't have much more to throw into the grinder. Like we could maybe get like one more cube out of it, but I don't think it's worth the hassle. Besides, we don't have a battery anyway. I do need more wood. But I think rather than look for, like, scour this island for trees, I mean, there's one right here, so I'm going to grab it while I'm talking. But rather than scour this island for trees to get my wood, I'm just going to start drifting to find a small island to get some more clay and glass, because we also need glass. We need a surplus of glass. And that bear is getting worryingly close, so I'm going to head back to the raft. So yeah, we need clay and sand to make glass. So I'm just going to start drifting. And we're going to look for small islands. There is one thing I want to do. Where's the... There. That seems really stupid, but now I can weigh the anchor from the upper floor. Also, we're gonna bump pretty hard into the island. Oops. Because we're gonna do that, and then that, and like... And just for perspective, these are like literally like twice the width, and they're only slightly less long. This is a new generation I haven't seen in a while. I paused. I'm not paused. Good. Now, unlike every other time we've been at islands, we actually need to pick these flowers now. The color doesn't matter. We get a seed basically every time we pick them because they're island flowers. Oh, shoot. The flowers themselves are useless. It's only the seeds we need. Alright, and it doesn't really matter where or what flowers we plant. So long as we plant a bunch of flowers. And now that the flowers are going to grow, the bees are going to come out and they're going to start making honey. And now we are fully self-sufficient. In terms of biofuel, that is. We still aren't, like, fully self-sufficient on everything everywhere. Now, I do want to kill the shark. And then we'll go down and get some sand and clay. And then I think I'm going to wrap up this episode. There hasn't been a whole lot going on, but I don't really have the time to, like, go all the way to Caravan Island and do it. Because Caravan Island is a long one. Mostly because I don't remember how to do it. I don't understand the clams. They're used for literally one thing in the entire game. That's it. And they're so common, too. And you only need, like, one of them. Like, you only need two of them across the entire game. Unless you really want to make a lot of that one thing. Man, there's lot of sand and clay at this island. Ah, it's done. Shark dinner. Look at this thing. And that is going to be very good food for us. I'll eat it the next time I'm starving just to show you just how good it is. And we're going to make a second. We're going to make a second one. And that's pretty much the only food we're going to need for like the entire rest of the game. Because we can kill the shark fast enough. We can kill the shark whenever, and we can just visit islands for the silver algae. We are going to want to keep... We're not going to want to like ditch all of this food. Because we do want some backups. Just in case. But the shark dinner... Watch this. See my hunger bar? Bam. It's literally like 80% full now. And a good third of that is the green portion of the bar, which takes significantly longer to decay. So this will last us for a very long time. Alright, that's all the time I've got. We don't really have time to do anything else. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.